Elementary teachers, after a decade of growing school gardens, you learn a thing or two about them. I actually started it as an after-school program at the beginning, and my main point was to grow a garden. And sometimes we bought seedlings and planted it with the kids. And I was a vendor who would go to schools, run the program, and leave. My school gardens right now are very successful, but I owe it to a few very distinct decisions that I made throughout the past decade. And I want to tell you what those were. So as a teacher in a school, you don't make those mistakes and start off on the right path. Or if you are making those mistakes, change course so you get to success faster. The first decision that made a huge difference was that I changed my programs from an after-school program to an in-school program. So instead of growing your garden during the lunch hour with the garden club or whatever you call it, after hours, through gathering the community for planting events, for the weekends and things like that, switch to growing it with your students in your own class. So prep in your prep time and grow the garden during your class time. That will make a huge difference. The second decision that made a huge difference for me was the minute I decided the school garden is a lot more about education than about growing a garden. As soon as you put education in the center of it, all the other secondary goals automatically manifest for you. So stop thinking about how do I grow this garden and start thinking about how do I teach this garden into existence. The third thing that made a huge difference is I completely stopped buying seedlings and planting them with the kids and started growing them in the classroom from seed. Huge difference. And the fourth decision that I made, and this was a pivot I was forced to do because of COVID, a blessing in disguise, is when I decided that I can hand in my program to the classroom teachers for them to run it in their classes instead of me and my facilitators going in as a vendor to run this. So if you're thinking about bringing in gardening experts to run a program or to grow this garden with your students, stop. You can do it. And I can show you how. In fact, I have an 80-minute free webinar that shows you how exactly with all the details and the complete strategy. Go get registered. You don't want to miss this.